Up for the visiting Grand Rapids Rise. Please welcome to the court, middle blocker from Warren, Ohio, number 7, Nia Grant. Middle blocker from Burbank, California, number 8, Marin Grote. An outside hitter from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, number 9, Claire Chassé. The setter from Liberty Township, Ohio, number 13, Ashley Evans. Opposite, from Shumen, Bulgaria, number 14, Emilia Dimitrova. An outside hitter from Northville, Michigan, number 27, Simone Abbott. And the libero out of Phoenix, Arizona, number 12, Sarah Sponsel. The Rise are coached by Kathy George.
Women's professional volleyball is headed to town.
A chance to play professionally.
The sky's the limit. There are no limits with this sport.
Real pro indoor volleyball.
Female beach volleyball play.
I see of volleyball in California and around the world. Tonight is the start of something magical.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineup for your San Diego Mojo. A 6'2" middle blocker out of San Jose, California, number 7, Veronica Stone. A 6'2" middle blocker from Stewartville, Minnesota, number 8, Hannah Tapp. A 6 foot even outside hitter from Genoa, Italy, number 12, Valeria Papa. A 5'7" setter from Bangkok, Thailand, number 13, Nutsara Tomkom. A 6'3" outside hitter from Turlock, California, number 16, Lindsay Vanderweide. 6 foot even outside hitter from Glenwood, Illinois, number 19, Tammy Thomas Ilara. And the libero at 5'7" out of Toa Baja, Puerto Rico, number 2, Shara Venegas. The assistant coaches for the Mojo are Deidre Collins Parker and Brandon Directo, and the head coach of your San Diego Mojo, Taiba Hanif Park.
So glad you're with us here at Viejas Arena in San Diego alongside Dan Doherty. I'm Jake Herman. You're watching the Pro Volleyball Federation here on YouTube. Tonight, the rematch between the San Diego Mojo and the Grand Rapids Rise. Taiba Hanif Park's team is 1-5 this season, but that win came on this floor against this opponent 10 days ago. Grand Rapids at 3-3, trying to stay over 500 and in that top 4 and end their road trip on a positive note.
And there was just so much energy in that home opener for San Diego. And I mean, it felt like they could have beat anybody that night. That was Grand Rapids, first game on a road trip. Now this is their 3rd time on the road trip. It's been a very long road trip going for the West Coast to the East Coast, back to the West Coast. It's been a tough time for Grand Rapids. So this is going to be a statement for them if they can overcome all that travel lag, that jet lag going across the country and try to beat this San Diego Diego team.
Yeah, much more on that Grand Rapids road trip coming up during this broadcast, but they have logged some serious miles over the course of the season. San Diego, since that Grand Rapids win, they dropped a 5-setter to Vegas and a competitive 3-setter to Atlanta. The Mojo will start tonight the way they ended that 5-setter against Vegas. Hannah Tapp on serve, and Valeria Papa and Lindsay Vanderweide in the starting lineup for the first time this season. They'll join Nutsara Tomcom at setter, Shara Venegas at libero, and Temi Thomas-Ilara sliding over to the right side. Their middles are Ronica Stone and Hannah Tapp. Claire Chaussee back to serve for Grand Rapids. We'll get to their starters in a moment. Well, Nia Grant in the middle making an impact, and she's one of those starters out of Penn State making a big jump as this season's gone along. She joins Marin Grote in Kathy George's starting 6. Sarah Sponsel is their libero, Ashley Evans the setter, and Amelia Dimitrova and Simone Abbott out on the pins. 2-0 start for the Rise. Dimitrova dots one down the line, and that was too much to handle for Venegas.
So pretty off-kilter start for San Diego. Their first serve goes into the net, and then their second attempt is an oddly placed pass near the net that gets taken advantage of by Grand Rapids, and that kill by Dimitrova.
The service error by the Rise lets the Mojo off the hook. They started last match a whole lot better than they did against Vegas. That's something Coach Hanif Park was very proud of, but when it came down to the red zone, that was where the vibe were just a little bit better than San Diego in that 3-set victory here on Saturday night. Abbott, a high hand hunter that missed everything, and the Mojo right back in at 3-2.
So yeah, the vibe, I mean, that's their thing. They specialize in those close sets, and the thing is with Grand Rapids, they have not specialized in those close sets this season. They have the 4 longest sets in Pro Volleyball Federation history, and they've lost all 4 of those sets.
One of those, including the longest set in the short history of Pro Volleyball Federation, was the first set. The first time these two teams met last Friday night. 70 points, 36-34. And Temi Thomas-Ilara, who's on serve now. And she was a big reason the Mojo came out on the right side of it. A little too much on that serve, looking for the top spin. It's 4-3 in favor of the Rise, who send Nia Grant back to the line, the 9th-year pro out of Penn State. She's played in 5 different countries before joining Grand Rapids. Swing for Valeria Papa, kept up by Chaussee. She lunges forward and sends one over towards Tomcom. Papa blocked, covered by Shara Venegas. Thomas-Ilara took something off from the right side, out of the back row. Chaussee, she loves that set in that spot.
And Chaussee was kind of neutralized the last time these two teams faced off. She was not nearly as effective as she has been throughout the season, and that was because of a really strong block that night from San Diego.
And the Mojo block has been strong as of late, but how about Abbott and Grote getting up there, pancaked up that time by Simone Abbott, the 8th-year pro from Northwestern. Papa off high hands, and Valeria has her first kill. How about this, a 19-year veteran of professional volleyball. She's played with several different teams in Italy, Brazil, and Germany. Really passes and defends well, in addition to swinging from the pin.
I love getting to the start tonight, Valeria Papa.
Coach Hanif Park said her passing really balances out this Mojo attack, and had similar praise for Lindsay Vanderweide, who missed on that shot to make it 6-4. Those two in the lineup, replacing Morgan Lewis tonight. Coach Hanif Park has been really pleased with Lewis's play, but Morgan is on a jump count, still getting back from shin splints. Thomas-Ilara with authority from the back row.
Love those back row attacks. I mean, we saw San Diego get terrorized by Leah Edmonds. That's because that's her specialty against Atlanta last match. And, you know, Temi Thomas-Ilara doing it herself there.
Stone serving towards the libero, Sponsel. Sharp angle for Dimitrova. Earns a free ball. Chaussee, too much from the back row. And she has launched a couple of huge kills from that spot already tonight.
Yeah, Chaussee already a huge step forward from what we saw the last time these two teams faced off. And that's going to be huge for Grand Rapids to have 3 reliable attackers they can go to in Abbott, Chaussee, and Dimitrova.
We'll hear more from Simone Abbott later on in this match. She had her season high 17 kills, very efficient the first time these teams met. Dimitrova kept up by Valeria Papa. That's why she's in the starting lineup. Sponsel, a great dig to answer, and Chaussee couldn't get it down. Great defense by the Mojo. Claire again put some extra air under that one, and a miscommunication for the Mojo. Free ball. Dimitrova towards the line, steered up by Vanderweyden. Lindsay blocked at the net by Maren Grote. She'll try again, and this time she connects. Great defensive point by San Diego.
Big swing here by Lindsay Vanderweyden. Great angle aimed right for Chaussee.
Mojo fans have been seeing more and more of the former Oregon Duck, earning a bigger role with her mixture of firepower and solid play in serve-receive. Great up there by Shara Vanega. Back to Lindsay. Off high hands, Dimitrova's there. Chaussee looking for an angle. It was closed off by Venegas. But a good block touch by Grote slows things down again. Dimitrova back to Shara. Great start for the Puerto Rican Olympian. But Grote too much on that point. She's the leading blocker on a per set basis in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
Man, she's just been getting better and better as the season goes on for Grand Rapids. That was a great effort throughout that point by Shara Venegas, but Grote had other ideas.
Grote back in her home state tonight. The third-year pro out of Washington. She grew up in Burbank. Hannah Tapp activated out of the middle, and she's been efficient in recent matches for the Mojo.
Yeah, so with the limited presence of Morgan Lewis in this match, the net play is going to be really important for San Diego, and that's where Hannah Tapp comes in. She's great in the middle.
From Minnesota, and a graduate from U of M. She went to 2 Final Fours with the Golden Gophers. That's a great change of pace, and a side out for Grand Rapids, Nia Grant.
Great push by Nia Grant, and I love what she brought to the table last time these two teams faced off, and that was really where she started to assert herself in this lineup.
Last match, she had 7 kills on 11 swings. In the Rise losing effort against Orlando, Thomas Ilara with a seam seeker makes it 9-all.
Love that cross-court attack from Thomas Ilara. Gets it around the block, or rather through the block there, and a great aim, great power as she does.
Swinging with confidence from the right side. Dimitrova, that one does enough. Mojo never quite able to slow it down. It's tough to do against the hitter of Dimitrova's power. Bulgarian national team mainstay. Gives Grand Rapids 18 kills per match.
Lefty too.
Makes it even more difficult at times for the blockers to read, and the Mojo out of sorts there in serve-receive. Claire Chaussee attacking Vanderweyden.
Yeah, serve-receive just kind of stuck to the arms there and didn't go that high after hitting the arms.
Air Claire back to the line and puts too much on that one. So the service errors, a story for Grand Rapids. They had 20 of those in their last match against Orlando. We mentioned the close sets that they've been on the wrong side of. Coach Kathy George said, and that's the first thing that needs their attention. How can they be more efficient on serve? Really, both teams donating a few points from back there in this opening set. That's 3 service errors each side.
I mean, it comes to the territory of aggressive serving. We see Thomas Ilara with 2 service errors here in this set, and I mean, she's been doing great getting aces throughout the last couple matches.
Yeah, Temi an ace at 4 of her last 5. No touch there on Valeria Papa's swing, and the Rise have matched their largest lead at 13-10 in our opening set from San Diego. Grand Rapids started 3-1. They've dropped their last 2 matches. Slide for Stone. Kept alive by Dimitrova in the middle. But it carries too far off the next swing. Valeria Papa rolls one through Chaussee. Quick set by Evans, but the Rise misfire. Multiple great runs on serve from Papa. She was brought on when the Mojo were down 2-0 against Vegas. They ended up forcing a 5th set there. Fell 4 points short of the reverse sweep. That one lands on the back line. Great angle for Simone Abbott.
Love seeing her get more involved early on here. Just establishing those hitters as soon as possible makes things so much easier as this match goes on.
That came from a nice low set from Ashley Evans, 7th-year pro out of Purdue. The second leading setter in terms of assists per set. Who's the leading setter, you might ask? Nutsara Tomcom, wearing 13 in the blue tonight for the San Diego Mojo.
Pretty good, Nutsara Tomcom is. And tonight she's got a backup, which is different than last match.
That's right, more on that in a moment. As Stone's serve is dumped over onto Ashley Evans with a smart decision. We'll talk more about San Diego's setters on the other side of the break. It's the Rise staying just ahead of the Mojo early on at Viejas Arena.
It's the high performance moment of the week, brought to you by Ren Athletics.
14-12. Sydney Hilly. Maddox pulls the setter off. Right side swing. We're done. Match point. Las Vegas takes their inaugural match and starts at 1-0.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
(15-13) Grand Rapids. We talked before the break about the Mojo's setting situation. They lost August Raskey, the 5th-year pro out of Oregon, to an ankle sprain, so they were busy over the weekend. They added Kylie Cole to the roster as a big kill for Vanderweide, makes it 15-14. Cole, who played at NC State, was an All-American there. A Texan who started the season at training camp with the Vibe, didn't quite make the final cut. Now gets a chance to move out to San Diego.
That's how it goes in pro sports. Injuries happen, changes on the roster happen, and you get your opportunity.
We'll see if she gets an opportunity in this match. Coach Anif Park hinted that, yes, Tomcom does an excellent job running their offense, but this is their 3rd match in 5 nights, and if she feels like there's a little bit of fatigue setting in, she won't hesitate to make that switch. She feels that Cole is close to ready, being able to contribute to this offense. Evans, great short set for Nia Grant. Thomas Ilara, a little too much air under that push. Dimitrova set back at the net, and the Rise can't scramble it back into play. Great job up front by Tapp and Thomas Ilara.
Yes, that fatigue you mentioned is kind of the downside of those gaudy assist numbers that Tomcom has, 50, 60 assists. The other side of that is she's not leaving the court at all. That's tiring.
Boy, what a connection that has been for Grand Rapids. Evans to Grant. And they terminate to make it 17-15. Bolt 6 shows us that one pretty much split the line. Anytime it lands within a foot of the line, Bolt 6 will trigger the automatic review. Trickle serve, and Valeria Papa lays out to rescue the point. Block touch from Tap resets things. Dimitrova with ferocity.
Yeah, she swings with all of her might every attack, it feels like. There's not much changing of the pace that she does when she's got that left hand going.
Dimitrova hitting 270 on the season. Grand Rapids by 3. Good get there from Sponsel. Pushed out to Chaussee, and this has been the Rise MO. Whether it's Chaussee or Dimitrova, they've got lots of weapons at the pin. And the Mojo spend a timeout. The Rise have built a new largest lead in set number 1.
Perez told us it's about winning the small battles. I know this would be a big battle to win for him and the Fury tonight. Asia O'Neal, Columbus, first-time winner in their home debut. Welcome home, Columbus Fury.
We talk about competitive composure, and this kid has it. Reagan Cooper having a night tonight for the Fury.
If I can match that, Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line. Right into the box. Who else? Reagan Cooper. Back to Reagan Cooper. It's the Rise. And now set and match point coming up here for the Columbus Fury.
Well, we talked about the Mojo setters a lot. Kathy George gave Nutsara Tomcom, the 22-year pro from Thailand, so much credit for the Mojo win 10 days ago. She said that Tomcom just kept them off balance. They were late to close blocks because they had a hard time reading her. So far in this first set, the Grand Rapids block touches have been a big factor. They're starting to get a little bit better of a read this second time around.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's making a difference. The defense is a lot cleaner for Grand Rapids, and I mean the offense too. They're reading the blocks of San Diego much better this time around.
That and Claire Chaussee, who's been off to a red-hot start in this match thus far. That was already her 5th kill, and she's done it on 10 swings.
Definitely helps to have one of your star players contributing to her full potential.
A star indeed, a preseason all-league selection out of Louisville. Played before this in Italy and with Athletes Unlimited. Evans, high set for Dimitrova, and Vanderweide kept it up. Steered back into play by Tomcom. Dimitrova with the rare change of pace. Venegas was there, and a great dig in the back row by Chaussee. Abbott gets it done, and the Rise with a great transition point.
Yeah, you mentioned Chaussee's time in Italy. She played on the same team as Simone Abbott, who just got that kill, and to have that connection go through multiple pro teams, it's got to be helpful.
Yeah, they're able to read each other so well. That's why this is such an effective rotation for the Rise. Tomcom, beautiful set, Thomas Ilara, but Evans was there. Abbott rides the tape and lands out. Simone Abbott loves playing San Diego. She had her best match of the season against them 10 days ago. And she's off to a nice start with 3 kills on 5 swings. Rise starting to run away with this set. And the Mojo a little bit off with their passing. Chaussee, back row brilliance.
It's a great way to put it, and she's been excellent. This does not look like a team that's been traveling all over the country for the past week and change. I mean, they look ready to go, and they were just in Orlando not too long ago.
Yeah, a little bit of a scheduling quirk sent the Rise here last Friday night, then in Orlando earlier this week. Now they've touched down back on the West Coast. There have been some early mornings and long hours on the plane, and the Rise trying to grit their teeth and make the best of it. That's the attitude that Coach George hopes they adopt tonight, and so far they have. This would give them a set point. There it is. Nia Grant tools a double block.
I think the lack of Morgan Lewis is not helping San Diego's cause. She was a huge factor in the first couple sets against Grand Rapids before she was taken out of that game. But now they're starting without Morgan Lewis. with the load management going on with her injury, and that's been making a difference.
The Rise win 10 of the last 11 points in set number 1. They take it 25-16. Back here on YouTube, it's a busy night in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Atlanta has just taken the first set out in Vegas. The Vibe are in 3rd place at 5-3. The Rise in 4th place at 3-3. That's the first of a home-and-home between Atlanta and Vegas. Also available on Pro Volleyball Federation's YouTube channel here this evening. You can see across your scoreboard some of the lopsided stats of set number 1. Grand Rapids found another gear in the second half of the set.
17 kills in that first set. I mean, Ashley Evans has been phenomenal as a setter, and just the block has not been there for San Diego.
Yeah, Evans, a tremendous set. 14 assists and 1 kill. 3 above her season average in the assist column. There she lays out for a nice pass. Still a chance for San Diego, and Vanderweyde tooling the block.
I think it's time to feed Vanderweyde a bit more. She's got her swing tonight. It's powerful, it's heavy, and it's hitting off these arms with a lot of velocity.
Another late arrival to the Mojo. Lindsay started the season with Omaha, came over in a trade for a second-round pick, and has really earned her way into this starting lineup. Oh, Hannah Tapp with the turn away at the net. Her second block of this match. She's been on a tear during this homestand.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been really great out of the middle, and it's great to have her in the rotation. Then you have Veronica Stone come in that middle position. It's great to have those two going back and forth.
Another one for Tapp and Vanderweide. Hannah Tapp has 8 blocks in their last 2 matches, and we're only in set 2.
And this is where things can turn around for San Diego if they get this going. That time Vanderweide was the one who got hands on it.
Beg your pardon.
Yeah, and I mean that's what made them the better team the first time these two teams played.
They actually outblocked Atlanta 13-6 in the last match, but it was just the efficiency that Atlanta had out on the pins with Edmond and Lazariva that the Mojo felt made the difference. Today, that's been Chaussee and Simone Abbott. They're both off to a great start, swinging around 30% each. Chaussee a little bit higher than that in this match. Middle attack, Hannah Tapp, and the Mojo out to a 4-1 advantage to start set 2. Dan, we didn't see any sets that got away from either team in the first matchup. Matter of fact, all 4 sets were decided by the minimum 2 points. Different feel so far to this one, with Grand Rapids taking the first set 25-16. Let's see if we have a challenge here.
That was, Grand Rapids just found a different gear, like you mentioned in that first set. It was very impressive what they were able to do, and that was a funky little hit from Hannah Tapp. It just kind of got at the end of her jump. She was able to get just enough on it to send it over and get the kill.
No challenge there. Lindsay Vanderweide got some pointers from her assistant coach, Deetra Collins-Parker, and serves it up. Papa with the one-handed dig. Thomas Ilara rejected by the block. Papa with the shove towards Chaussee. Abbott can't find the line. Papa set back. Grote and Dimitrova walling up.
Yeah, so now Vanderweide is in the back row, which puts Valeria Papa up front, and her first swing gets rejected. So we'll see what adjustments can be made. And here comes Loberg for San Diego.
Well, Valeria Papa, they love her passing and her digs in the back row, but giving them Loberg at the left pin a different look. 2021 national champion at Wisconsin. And at least the substitution threw off Grand Rapids at the service line. We'll see what Loberg can do offensively now that Tapp is at the serving spot. Haven't seen too much of Grace over this homestand. Block touch from Stone, covered by Tomcom. Loberg almost made good on her first swing. Sponsel, though, was up to the task at libero for Grand Rapids. Grace again. That one falls.
All right. I like the willingness to pull the trigger for Taiba Hanif Park and get some early subs in there, make some changes. That was one thing that we did not see against Atlanta, because they were playing a good match and just the personnel stayed the same the entire match, essentially.
Well, it's not as if any individual players were struggling for San Diego in that match. Hannah Tapp with a set from the middle. And she got the assist on the last point, but not that time. It was interesting. Tapp set the last kill for Grace Loberg. Those two actually have a friendship that goes way back to their beach volleyball days, trading together out in California. Tapp now subs out of rotation, and Loberg gets the first ball. Sharp angled roll for Vanderweide. Abbott powers right through the block.
Yeah, stuck to the hands and went straight down. Great swing there. Simone Abbott's looking really good.
Dimitrova back to serve. She's got 4 aces this season. Charavanega sets up Loberg, but the Rise were ready. Ashley Evans combining with Maren Grote.
Yeah, they saw that coming. That was a pretty easy read for the Grand Rapids Rise defense.
And it all started with the pressure of Dimitrova's serve. Right back to Loberg. That's a better pass. And Grace looking for the middle. Overpass. Loberg a swing. But a great defensive play by Chaussee. Grace again. And that time she found the right touch.
How about Grace Loberg? She's putting a lot of power into these swings off the bench and giving San Diego a new look. And I think this can stick.
So while Loberg sides out, it sends her former Wisconsin teammate, Temi Thomas-Ilara, back to serve, and Ronica Stone sends Dimitrova away with a block.
It really does all start with the block for San Diego. They only had one in that first set, and already they've surpassed that through 8 points in the second set.
Their middle's doing a much better job as Thomas-Ilara sends one into the middle of the net, 8-6. The service errors continue to haunt the Mojo early in this match. That's already their 5th. Grand Rapids has committed 4. That was good depth to trouble Vanderweide. Nice choice, though, by Loberg. She'll get another set and another kill. The super sub, Grace Loberg, a rookie out of Wisconsin.
Wow, and to come out with a point after what was a tricky serve receive off of Vanderweide, that kind of ate her up. They ended up getting a free ball out of it, so San Diego got bailed out there.
It all started, though, with that change of pace. No change in pace there. All power for Chaussee.
Love seeing Chaussee make the adjustments she needed to make after seeing what the San Diego defense was able to do to her last time they played.
Maren Grote, 10-7.
Pesky service errors. Now the team really able to generate a rhythm in this match.
And no extended runs from back there yet, with the exception of Evans late in that first set. Stone to the floor, pops it up. Vanderweide right at Sponsel, back in the state where she played her beach volleyball in college. Part of UCLA's team. Sarah will become an Olympian. Part of the youngest team to ever represent the United States in beach volleyball. That was in Tokyo in 2021. She took home 2 beach volleyball national champions here at UCLA. She likes it out here on the West Coast. And she's already delivered some pinpoint passes for Grand Rapids in this one. Mojo lead is 3, and their Monday night crowd trying to give them a lift. High set, pancaked up by Ashley Evans. Tom-Com picks out tap, and that connection makes it 12-8.
I think that's one of my favorite Tom-Com plays for sure, when she just has the short set to the middle. It always looks so good.
Nutsara, who, as a smaller setter, sometimes causes some blocking disadvantages for San Diego. Today, the Mojo have been able to have the best of both worlds. Tom-Com delivering those passes, and the middles not only engaging on offense, but walling up defensively. Like that.
Yeah, they just have a good read on Ashley Evans. I think that's what's going on in this matchup. You know, we didn't see this caliber of blocking when they ended up playing Atlanta, and it's great to see that they are able to make these reads against Grand Rapids and a really good offense.
Dimitrova powers through the block that time, so it's 13-9. Good run on serve for Nutsara Tom-Com, who still has not missed a serve this season. Pretty incredible. Over 80 attempts now from the service line.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Chaussee knuckles one through, and an attack error. Hannah Tapp didn't get that one off the right part of her hand.
And sometimes that play doesn't work. A little short serve to the middle, or short set rather to the middle. Alyssa Jensen on the court right now for Grand Rapids, by the way.
Yeah, just the second time this season we've seen the rookie out of Michigan State. Played under Kathy George in college, made her debut on this floor a week ago against the Mojo. She was one of their first signings. Over 1,000 kills as a Spartan. But they can't give her a set there. Too much trouble on serve from Lindsay Vanderweide. And the Mojo have surged out to a 15-10 lead, trying to tie this match in set 2.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us!
So far in this match, San Diego hitting at just 13%. The Rise have defended well, but the Mojo block making an impact. Already 5 block points, 4 of those in this set.
And a great substitution to put Grace Loberg in there. She's made a huge difference offensively.
So we'll see rookies for both sides. Big Ten rookies, no less, on the floor at the moment. With Jensen in there for Grand Rapids, they side out with a great attack from the left side, and that sends Alyssa back to serve, a native of Holland, Michigan. Still waiting to make her home debut. Maybe it'll come in their match this Saturday at Van Andel Arena against Columbus. Thomas Ilara, her 4th kill of the night.
I mean, during the San Diego run, it's worth mentioning, big change for Grand Rapids. Mac Pedraza in the game to set for Evans.
So we'll see what different flair she's able to bring. The former Penn State and Ohio State center. With a nice delivery there to Dimitrova. She can change a set very quickly from the serving spot, Dimitrova. We'll see what Pedraza is able to do. 30 assists last time against San Diego. She came in and gave him a spark at a similar point in the match. Loberg, heavy swing. Stone dug up Dimitrova. Abbott, right to Tomcom with the defense. Nice exchange here. Change of pace in the middle. Jousted for by Loberg. And then overpassed onto the Mojo side. Owning the net on the play was the new setter Pedraza.
Wow, I mean that was excellent stuff. Just a battle, and Pedraza just to come in and go head to head with Loberg and coming out on top. I mean, that's an immediate impact.
The Big Ten Setter of the Year in 2022, trying to bring some energy to Grand Rapids here in the second set. Mojo side out with Veronica Stone, who's hitting .389 this season. Developing a great connection with Nutsara Tomcom. It's 17-13. Heavy top spin from Thomas Ilara, and a block. Stone says no.
Stonewall even. Man, she's been great in these last couple points. Whenever Tomcom's able to get the middles involved, everything just gets lifted for San Diego.
This is the balance that Coach Eve Park was looking for from her team this week. Great up by Thomas Ilara. Loberg unable to find the angle on the cross-court swing.
Risky, but I would say worth the risk there. There was a lot of space right by the net.
Back goes Abbott to serve. Slide for Stone, and the block carries out.
And that's Stone's best play, is the slide. Her connection with Tomcom on that play is just fantastic, and it just had such a high rate of execution.
Look at that elevation, too, on the one-leg approach. That's something that everyone in the Mojo gym admires about Ronica. Chaussee popped up by Loberg, and a great get by Tomcon. Pedraza's set, right to Chaussee. And so far, Mack has delivered some pretty pinpoint passes.
And Chaussee's just cooking tonight. It is a prime Claire Chaussee performance here in California, and that was a down night for her during the Mojo home opener.
Chaussee hitting 44% as an ace from Maren Grote. Makes this set a little bit closer. Not so long ago, the Mojo led by 6. It's now 19-16. Grote, the Californian, in her homecoming. Serving Loberg. Back row, Thomas Ilara.
Looks like that caught a Rise player on the way out. That was excellent stuff from Thomas Ilara. And I mean, we've seen the success with Claire Chaussee doing those back row attacks. Time for Temi Thomas Ilara to get some of those going too.
They call that Temi time here in San Diego. They give it back to her. Sponsel did enough. But Chaussee hits it into the net.
Yeah, it came up from the back row. Chaussee did what she could with it, and that went right into the net. So now Veronica Stone will try to close this thing out. That's been a theme for San Diego this season, closing out sets.
Can they do it here in the second? That helps. Great depth on the serve, the hesitation from Abbott, and the timeout by Kathy George. The Mojo on a 3-point run thanks to Veronica Stone on the service line.
We are in the heart of the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation as we get started here tonight. Hannah Maddox from the 10-foot line. Hold on, that was powerful. Oh my goodness, over her back. Gillen again. Goodness, Jill Gillen is a spike specialist. Asia O'Neal.
The big attack there in a block from Hannah Tabbitt.
Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line. And there's another step block.
5 blocks, 2 aces in the set for San Diego, and now they stand 3 points away from tying things up with our intermission looming here at Viejas Arena in San Diego. As we get a nice view there of a middle attack, and terminating on the play was Jensen. Pedraza back into serve. She came in when the Rise were down 5 earlier in the set. And she's won a couple of key points for them, including a net joust. Oh, Thomas Ilara. She is feeling it in this set.
Yeah, she's getting better and better. And set 3 is going to be scary with the momentum that she has near the end of set 2.
This was the vision that Coach Anif Park and Coach Collins Parker had when they put Thomas Ilara back on the right side. They said teams are really going after her defensively. And it's not that she's not a great defender, but in the front row, Temi Thomas Ilara can just focus on swinging and using that physical power. Let's see what the delay is here. Looks like our up referee is trying to communicate in her microphone, but it's not quite coming through the speakers yet. I couldn't quite make out what she said there. The Rise are challenging this Thomas Ilara attack.
Yeah, and with what you mentioned about Thomas Ilara moving to the right side, it does allow her to just focus on her offense. We saw a lot of serves targeting Thomas Ilara against Atlanta, and here's the challenge.
Yeah, one of the things you can challenge in the Pro Volleyball Federation is that attack line fault. No harm in the challenge if you're Kathy George. The point was over. And you can't take your 2 challenges with you to the next set. But that one, not particularly close, as the float serve sends Sponsel to the floor. Chaussee kept up by Tomcom, and then Shara Venegas. Loberg, a substitute star in this set, rolls that one through and then gets a dig. Vanderweide off high hands, and the Mojo with a whole handful of set points.
There's just a different energy with the Mojo here in set 2. The blocks are there, and that's radiated energy throughout the entire team.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first service error all season for Nutsara Tomcom. An unbelievable run by her to start the season. She went 83 serves without an error. Still the most in Pro Volleyball Federation. We'll see if somebody new can top it. 2 set points saved, 5 more to go. And Grand Rapids sends Chaussee back to serve.
They got the right person at the service line, that's for sure. That was almost a hectic kill for Thomas Aylara. That went off his shoulder and nearly got thrown down.
Venegas, Tomcom, Thomas Aylara. What a way to end set number 2. The Mojo 25, the Rise 19. And we've got ourselves a match at Viejas Arena tonight. As we take a look at the intermission stats here in San Diego. Dan, all match long, you've been impressed with the San Diego block. The stats back that up tonight.
Well, I wouldn't say all match long. I would say the second set, because
Right.
the first set they were not very great on the block, and that second set was a huge difference maker. They got 5 blocks in that second set. They held Grand Rapids to 10 kills compared to the 17 that the Rise had in set number 1. So the success really started at the net defensively for San Diego, and that was able to adjust their offense. That everything just felt a lot smoother for San Diego, and subbing in Grace Loberg helped a lot. They really gave them an extra weapon, a new look that I'm sure Grand Rapids wasn't really prepared for. I'm sure they didn't expect to see Grace Loberg out there in tonight's match, and she came out there and got a couple of kills right out of the gate.
3 kills, 5 digs in the match for Loberg. And the Mojo really turned things around in set number 2. The story of the first match was the close sets. All 4 sets in a 3-1 Rise win. Well, they were decided by the minimum 2 points. Tonight, 25-16 and then 25-19. Who saw that coming?
Yeah, momentum is doing a big thing in this match tonight. It seems like when you go on a run after maybe the 15-point break, that's who's going to win the set, and there isn't really an answer from the team that is the opposing team of the team that's going on the run. So it's been interesting to see how these sets have progressed, and San Diego was definitely a different team in set number 2.
Remember, the Mojo 1-5 this year. That one win came against Grand Rapids, who would love nothing more than a happy flight home after a long road trip. This match is right there for the taking. We'll have set number 3 in just a few moments.
The high performance moment of the week, brought to you by Ren Athletics.
14-12. Sydney Hilly. Maddox pulls the setter off. Right side swing. We're done. Next point, Las Vegas. Takes their inaugural match and starts at 1-0.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
And this kid has it. Reagan Cooper having a night tonight for the Fury.
I can match that. Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line. Right into the block. Who else? Reagan Cooper. Back to Reagan Cooper. It's been right. And now second half point coming up here for the Columbus Fury.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us!
Volleyball Federation as we get started here tonight. Hannah Maddox from the 10-foot line. Hold on, that was powerful.
Oh my goodness, over her back. Gillen again. Goodness, Jill Gillen is a spike specialist.
Asia O'Neal.
The big attack there in a block from Hannah Tab.
Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line.
And there's another stop block.
Jake Herman, Dan Doherty back with you here at Viejas Arena. One set all here in San Diego with the Mojo responding in set number 2. This is one of 2 Pro Volleyball Federation matches on tonight. Atlanta is up 2-0 out in the desert against Vegas tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta is feeling this road trip. They don't mind going to the West Coast, that's for sure.
Well, the Rise have logged some frequent flyer miles over the last week or so as TomCom starts set 3 with a serve, and Jensen ends that quick run with a swing. Mac Pedraza still out there delivering that last assist for Grand Rapids. It hit high hands and then landed well in. The Rise will be back home on Saturday against a red-hot Columbus team. That'll be a rematch of the Rise season opener. Columbus stand on a 4-match winning streak. They've gone from 0-2 to 4-2. They're the only team in the short history of this league to win 4 straight.
Yeah, and I mean, to have weapons like Reagan Cooper and Asia O'Neal, that is a scary, scary team.
Yeah, O'Neal's been in and out of the lineup, still dealing with injuries and recovery. But Cooper and company have really gotten it going for Columbus. That match Saturday at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. Big contingent from there watching with us on YouTube here tonight. And they've seen Thomas Ilara really start to feel her way into this match. She was off to a slow start in set 1, but quickly nearing double-digit kills.
I mean, her best match of the season came against Grand Rapids, and, you know, we're seeing that matchup pay dividends for her again.
She had 25 kills and 5 blocks in that one as it trickles through to TomComs. And then it's a little center dump there by Shara Venegas. Great up Vanderweide. Oh, Shara's doing everything on this point. Still a chance, though. Pedraza picks out Chaussee. Slowed down to Vanderweide. Loberg terminates, and give all the credit to Shara Venegas for that great get.
It's, I mean, I don't want to speculate here, but I think San Diego's in a position to pull away in this match. It just feels like they have a ton of energy right now. Obviously, the road trip is not helping the cause for Grand Rapids. They are a tired bunch that hasn't been able to practice often. They've been spending a lot of times in airports this last week and change, and this might be catching up to them here.
That time they're able to, well, the official signaled the wrong way. That's going to be a point for the Mojo. 4-1 San Diego to start this third set as it hit the tape and rolled out. Rise starting to catch some bad luck as well as some jet lag here down the stretch. And they know this schedule will likely be easier next year. They also know that every team is bound to go through a stretch like this with the travel on short notice going across the country. But right now, you're right, it is all Mojo to start set number 3. They have the pep in their step compared to their opponents.
And I mean, credit to the Rise. They came out on fire in set number 1, but it's one thing to come out on fire, it's another thing to stay on fire. And so far, San Diego has taken that heat and put it on their side.
Dimitrova comes right back with some heat, says, here, have some of that.
And Dimitrova has not been as efficient as we've seen her throughout the season, but she still can mess up the defense like that.
Love the smile from Shara Venegas, even though she couldn't quite catch up to Tomcom's pass. 6-2 after the Jensen service error. Got to talk to Coach Anif Park about Shara Venegas, who had that amazing momentum point to start this set. She called her a firecracker. Said she's the most energetic player that she's ever coached. Right now sitting on the bench as Pedraza steers the set back towards Maren Grote. Overpass, Thomas Ilara took a swing. Didn't get it down though. And Grand Rapids makes them pay. That was a missed opportunity for San Diego.
Yeah, it's always tough when you can't take advantage of an opportunity like that. And this opens the window just a bit for Grand Rapids to cut into this lead, maybe go on a run with Dimitrov at the service line.
Venegas subs back in for Hannah Tapp on San Diego's side. Thomas Ilara, straight up, straight down.
Did I say the window was opening? Tell me Thomas Ilara must have heard me and threw down a heck of an attack here.
How about the way she has swung with confidence from the right side tonight? Not a position that she started the season at. Sponsel barely kept that one up. What a get that was from the former Beach Olympian. Sponsel, another great pass. But a block right there to read it. Stone with her third of this match.
I love the confidence that Hanif Park has in Tammy Thomas Ilara. Because the first set we saw 3 service errors from Thomas Ilara, and you know Hanif Park didn't take her out, didn't put in a serving specialist here, and trusted her. And look at that ace!
Oh my! Top spin down. That is her 5th ace in the last 6 matches, and the Mojo have built a 6-point advantage early in set number 3. Timeout, Grand Rapids.
It's the high performance moment of the week, brought to you by Ren Athletics.
14-12. Sydney Hilly. Maddox pulls the setter off. Right side swing. We're done. Match point. Las Vegas takes their inaugural match and starts at 1-0.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
San Diego, after dropping set 1 here at Viejas Arena tonight, has found a way to take control of this match for the time being. Still early in set number 3. The score 9-4 after a great run of 4 from Temi Thomas Ilara on serve. She takes a back row swing there, rolled through to Mac Pedraza. Chaussee, she has been the most consistent element of the Grand Rapids attack tonight.
Yeah, and you know Pedraza knows that, and Pedraza's going to her. It doesn't matter if Chaussee is in the back row or the front row. She's that #1 option, and it's working out.
Air Claire in this match, the second-year pro out of Louisville, as we see a great side out from Veronica Stone right on the line. Chaussee is hitting it at 38%. However, no other hitter at the moment for Grand Rapids is even close to that mark, besides Maren Grote in the middle. Grote blocks that one back through. Vanderweide off a beautiful pass from Tomcom. That fooled everyone.
Yeah, they're running away with this. San Diego is finding the open spots in the defense. They're not fearing the block at all.
Yeah, Lindsay just able to elevate and go right over it. 6'3", the native of Central California. Dimitrova punches that one through. And Shara Venegas almost had to grab a souvenir.
Yeah. while the efficiency hasn't been there for Dimitrova, the power still is. That's not going anywhere.
Aaron Grote serving Venegas and getting the Mojo a little bit out of sorts. Can the Rise convert? You bet. Chaussee.
Excellent work from Claire Chaussee. She's been automatic. They just got to feed her more and more.
Claire and Amelia both had 50 swings for the Rise in their loss to Orlando last time out. A 4-setter with plenty of extended points. Today, Coach George said they wanted to see the offense balance out just a little bit. It hasn't quite happened that way because San Diego has really been dictating these points.
And I love the misdirection there, using Ronica Stone on the outside, then going to Thomas Arlar in the middle.
No misdirection right now for the Rise. Beautiful back set, but a better block. Vander Weyde up to the task. And the blocks continue to mount for San Diego.
They're on fire. Having Hannah Tapp out there is working out great.
This was a point from back in the second set. Change of speed out of the middle for Jensen. And an outstanding get by Mac Pedraza. Abbott with another rescuing play. Overpass, slowed down by Hannah Tapp. What a back and forth point this has been. And it ends with a Dimitrova swing. What dazzling defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to come away with a point in such a hectic rally like that.
I think Coach Eve Park is wondering, how the heck did those not hit the floor?
Yeah.
Might that be the moment to energize Grand Rapids? Tapp terminates.
Yeah, the answer to your question, not quite. Loving what Hannah Tapp's doing out of the middle tonight. Her blocking's been great, and when she's been called upon to lay down the attacks, they've been money.
Great to see Hannah Tapp back close to full strength. She tore her patella in her knee. That was the second time in 5 years with the same injury for the 2020 Olympic alternate. Great to see her out there, leaping and swinging. Lindsay Vander Weyde makes it 15-8 San Diego. And Tapp held the middle in place.
Yeah, long set to get all the way over to Vander Weyde, and it was perfect.
Tomcom has been on target as she floats a serve towards the left pin. Not able to slow down Chaussee, but Venegas able to dig that one out. Dimitrova. Back row attack, fault, whistle.
And that's, you know, when a team is going on a run like San Diego is, these kind of errors start to stack up too, and it just feels like nothing's going right.
Grand Rapids has put together some great swings in this set, but the Mojo have had the answers defensively. No touch there, 17-8. The digs in this set from Shara Venegas have really been a catalyst for the Mojo.
Yeah, and you know, her being an energetic leader for this team, when she's getting it done with those extra effort plays, the rest of the Mojo can feel that.
Chaussee, serious elevation, but a better block. Dimitrova finds an open spot.
Big opening. It had all 6 Mojo players in a circle around that ball.
Yeah, Chaussee drawing all the attention at the left pin. Great choice there by Pedraza to change things up. Nice read by Sponsel. Back row Chaussee. And Venegas unable to keep that one alive.
Boy, did she try, but Claire Chaussee, her elevation is something else. And she just floats in the air.
Been playing volleyball since the age of 9. Even got to play in the Final Four and National Championship as the ACC Player of the Year at Louisville. Oh my, this Mojo block is on point. And Lindsay Vanderweide gets her third.
Yeah, you look a block in the dictionary, you're seeing this highlight. That went straight down. Excellent work from Vanderweide and tap.
Mojo now have 3 different players with 3 blocks. As that one gets down, a nice swing out of the middle for Jensen. But those 3 players, Ronica Stone, Hannah Tapp, and Lindsay Vanderweide, they've all been owning the net for big portions of this match as Venegas comes right into your living room.
Gave the cameraman a shove there.
He said, hey, get out of the way. Maybe Shara Venegas could have taken out the camera if she wasn't careful there.
Yeah. So Camila Gomez comes in as a serving substitution and gets an immediate service there. It's always tough to see that. You always feel bad for the serving sub.
Sometimes it's such a tough spot to come on in and deliver, especially when the momentum has been so one-sided over the last 30 minutes and then some. The Mojo have not let the intermission slow them down as the Rise make another switch. They go back to Ashley Evans, who was a big part of their first set success. She'll come on in to serve. She's got 4 aces this year.
And that's not to say that Mac Pedraza hasn't been good as the setter for Grand Rapids. She's been great, but sometimes it's good to go back to what was working, and their first set was it was incredible.
Can the Rise rescue this set? That'll help. Maren Grote there to punish the overpass.
Yeah, I mean, Maren Grote, that's her specialty at the net, getting those blocks and taking advantage of an overpass like that.
Evans looking for a serving spark. Thomas Ilara sides out. Another sub for Grand Rapids as Coach George continues to look for a spark. Notice over there on the right side, Morgan Fingal, the rookie out of Tennessee, the 4th overall pick in the Pro Volleyball Federation draft. Can they find her a swing right here? They go for Grote instead. Tom Com read it like a book. Loberg loops one over. Abbott. Popped up by Lindsay Vanderweide. What an all-around match she's played. And then Loberg shoves it to success.
Wow. A push to the back corner that Chaussee couldn't catch up to. How about Grace Loberg?
She really sold that approach and waited until the last second. What a pass, too, from Shara Venegas. (21-14) after Thomas Ilara's service error. And Simone Abbott gets her turn from back there.
I'm fine with the service errors from Thomas Ilara with that run that she went on in the second set.
And that makes it pretty forgivable. Back set, Fingal. Kept up by Thomas Ilara. Back on 1. And a net violation called on San Diego.
Sorry about that, Jake. I like the willingness to send in subs for Kathy George. She knows that things are going all San Diego's way, so why not try to get some new personnel in there?
Yeah, I was just about to say, all sorts of new faces on the floor for Grand Rapids. Players that haven't necessarily played all that much in recent games. Camila Gomez is back there too. She's been working into the rotation, the former Texas A&M Aggie, who's played professionally in Brazil. Also a junior college national champion at Miami-Dade. That's been the constant, though. Don't see Claire Chaussee coming off the floor much the rest of this game.
I would be very surprised. Yeah, that she's been accurate. She's been powerful, and her elevation just makes her so special.
Grote to serve. Grand Rapids running out of time in this third set. And Stone brings the Mojo with it too.
Speaking of things that make players special, is that slide play for Veronica Stone is a thing of beauty. It's very rare that it fails.
About 2 kills per set for Stone. high percentage hitting from their franchise player. And Morgan Fingal registers her first kill. Hailing from Fairfax, Virginia, not too far from our nation's capital. Took her talents to Tennessee from there, where she left as a decorated All-American, 5th all-time for the Volunteers in kills. See if they give her a swing here. No, it's Evans with a setter dump, read by Thomas Ilara. Back to Claire. Change of pace, slowed down by Tomcom, who calls her own number. It's punched back over. Great get by Fingal. Vanderweide, calm within chaos. The Mojo seem to be winning all those pivot points here tonight.
I love the choice here by Habitat to not try to slam down the free ball and instead turning into an offensive attack for San Diego. Great choice.
That's 8 years of professional experience for you. Short serve by Tomcom. Fingal couldn't find the cross-court swing. It was all Mojo in set number 3 as they look to make it 2 for 2 over Grand Rapids.
Let's go celebrate now. Let's go.
The Mojo feeling good with two dominant performances in sets number 2 and 3. They're trying to make it a second win of the season over the Grand Rapids Rise. They did so in 4 very competitive sets 10 days ago. Taiba Hanif Park telling her team after a couple of losses in between, just continue to battle. And she knows motivation is not an issue for this group. They hate losing just as much as she does. But she's been telling them all week long, don't get outcome oriented. Focus on the process. That process has led them to a 2-1 lead here in the fourth. After a brief rest to end set number 3, Dimitrova back out there for set 4, and Abbott brings some energy to start set 4 for the Rise. So maybe giving Morgan Fingal a chance, maybe just giving Dimitrova a rest, but either way, Kathy George rarely makes that move to take Amelia off the floor.
Yeah, a bit surprising, but Fingal looked good in her short time on the court. I think it's just, a little message to Dimitrova that she's not afraid to take her out if she's struggling, and that might lock her in a bit more.
Yeah, Dimitrova in this match, not her typical efficient self, only hitting it at 15%. Her average is nearly double that. But maybe getting her some rest too. Don't forget, this is a road-weary Grand Rapids team that's been crisscrossing the country for the last week and a half.
Yeah, can't forget that. This is obviously a team that hasn't been able to practice as much as they want to in recent days, and it's a team that's traveled all the way across the country twice. That's tough. That's tough to do for anybody.
Chaussee had the net cord slow down the back row swing, and how good has Lindsay Vanderweide been in tonight's match? I'll tell you how good, Dan. She's hitting 28%.
Woo. Yeah, Lindsay Vanderweide has been great. Hannah Tapp has been great. Tammy Thomas-Aguilar has been great. Anyone they have on the floor for San Diego is really feeling it, and it's it was overdue to have a performance like this for the Mojo.
The Rise able to change the pace. Vanderweide has been so good at blocking on that left pin. Dimitrova has gone to that play a few times tonight. And that gives Grand Rapids a 3-2 advantage. With Jensen serving at Sharavanega. Oh, Vanderweide up high. And it's nice to see Jensen pop up. At 6'4", that's a tall target.
That's a clean headshot. You don't see the clean ones like that in volleyball, but that was right on the money.
We'll hope to see Jensen back out here very shortly. Oh my, when it's your night, it's your night. And that's the kind of night it's been for Lindsay Vanderweide.
That's what I mentioned in the third set was, when everything's going your way, the other team will have those little service violations, those net violations, those service errors, and then you get a trickle serve like that for the ace.
Some players are late bloomers, but not Lindsay. She was very good right from the start of her career at Oregon. As she aces Grand Rapids there to make it 5-3. She went to several different countries as her pro career was getting underway, now back in her home state. She left the Philippines as their best scorer. She left Hungary as their best outside hitter. She's just been successful wherever her volleyball career has taken her. And right now, it's helped take San Diego to a 6-3 lead.
And 2 aces and then a great dig on the third point. This is the Lindsay Vanderweide run right now. It's been wonderful to watch.
Making her first start of the season here tonight. Abbott pushes one towards Lindsay. Tom-com to Loberg, who had to reach back for it. Chance for the Rise. Dimitrova, high hands. Venegas was there. Hannah Tapp off a great pass from Tom-com. How fun is it to watch those two when they're in sync? Timeout, Grand Rapids. Now they've seen enough of that connection here tonight. 5 straight points for San Diego.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us!
We welcome you back into Viejas Arena in San Diego. The Mojo trying to make this a winning homestand. This is game 4 of 5 on this streak as Tap and Thomas Ilara wall up at the net, the 4th block of the match for Hannah Tap. Now 3-2 in a 5-game homestand, that's a very different feel than starting that homestand 1-3. That's what the Mojo have to have their sights on, with Orlando in town on Monday as Dimitrova takes a low, hard swing to tool the block.
It's going to take a lot more of that for Grand Rapids to come back in this match. San Diego is just outperforming them by a country mile, it feels like, in these last 2 sets.
Set 1, a different story. 25-16, Grand Rapids used a late run to distance themselves there. Haven't found the same spark since. Vanderweide pushes it back on 1. Dimitrova steered wide by Tomcom. This is one of 2 matches tonight in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Atlanta up 2-0 in Vegas. That 3rd set has entered the red zone. In a match that can also be found on YouTube, it's 21-20 thrill. Vegas is 3-5 in the first of a home-and-home with Atlanta. They are 5-3. Here, Grand Rapids at 3-3. San Diego 1-5, but that win came against Grand Rapids 10 days ago. Grace Loberg didn't start the match, came in for Valeria Papa midway through set 1, and she shows you her all-around game with the dig and the swing.
Yeah, I mean, what a revelation she's been in this game. Just adds another option for San Diego while Morgan Lewis recovers.
Loberg again, slowed down by the block touch of Evans. Dimitrova pancaked up by Hannah Tap. Free ball chance, converted by Simone Abbott.
Excellent work from Simone Abbott. It's been a lot of Claire Chaussee tonight, but whenever Simone Abbott's number's been called, she's answered in a big way.
Chaussee with 13 kills. Dimitrova has 16 to lead the rise. Claire dug up. Grote couldn't punish the overpass. Loberg with the block touch read well by Thomas Ilara. And it's kept alive there by a scrambling Evans. Stone out of the middle. And the Mojo with some great resolve in the long points tonight.
That short set is just so gorgeous every time from Nutsara Tomcom. It just comes off her hands with such great touch, and Veronica Stone read it perfectly.
Now there's a reason Nutsara Tomcom has been named the best setter in either a league or tournament 20 times in her 23-year pro career. The 38-year-old from Thailand, who's been a setter really her entire life. She wanted to spike when she was younger, but her coaches said, no, Nutsara, you're only 5'7", you're gonna be a setter. And she has made one heck of a career out of that. Chaussee, sent back by Stone. Dimitrova takes her turn, and the Rise are fighting back. It's 10-8.
Yeah, this match is far from a done deal. I know I've been talking like San Diego's just going to run away with it, but obviously Grand Rapids has all the talent in the world to just come back in this match and turn things around in a hurry.
Well, with the first set win tonight, the Rise still have not been swept this season. It's just hard to slow this offense down for 3 sets in a row. That's why no team's really been able to do it this season.
Yeah, very true.
Timeout San Diego on the wrong end of a 5-1 run. Grand Rapids not done yet.
We are in the heart of the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation as we get started here tonight. Hannah Maddox from the 10-foot line. Hold on, that was powerful.
Oh my goodness, over her back. Gillen again. Goodness, Jill Gillen is a spike specialist.
Asia O'Neal.
The big attack there and a block from Hannah Tapp.
Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line.
And there's another step block.
Well, Grand Rapids was down early in this fourth set, but Coach Taiba Hanif Park just spends a timeout. The Rise on a 3-point run. Chaussee and Dimitrova have traded kills over the last 3 points. Serve carries long, and the tip of the cap to Taiba there for the coach's point. The service error out of the timeout.
Been a great night for Taiba Hanif Park. And she made the choice to bring in Loberg. She's used her timeouts wisely, and it's paid off.
It's been a process that's been ongoing as Thomas Ilara gets the dig and a beautiful setter dump. Ashley Evans now 2 for 3 on those plays tonight. We'll get back to that note in a moment after we appreciate this.
Wow, over her head like that. I love Ashley Evans setter dumps. They are a thing of beauty, and they come down with such force.
She's made a good impact at the net as well with a couple of block touches that have helped the Rise tonight. Beautiful pass there. And now this is the Grand Rapids team that we saw in the first set.
Yeah, absolutely. They're starting to, find that energy again. They were run over in those second and third sets. It was not very competitive, but this team has energy once again.
Slide for Stone, slowed down by the block touch. Jensen just missed it, and the Mojo side out.
Great choice on that attack, though. I love that. Let's see how close it was.
No, not as close as some others.
Yeah, but there was a lot of open space on that side of the court, and Jensen definitely made the right choice.
Looked a little closer maybe in real time as an ace. Ronica Stone, that's her third ace in 3 matches.
She's definitely the momentum player for the Mojo. Just makes the big plays when they need it most.
Ronica just won't get outworked in the gym. That's according to her teammate who just got that block, Hannah Tapp. And Hannah demands a lot, especially from that position group, the middles. She spent a lot of time in the national team gym, was an alternate for Tokyo 2020. Leading with her voice. It's been a new experience for Tapp this season. But that was her role with the national team, in charge of those substitutes on the bench. And Tapp with a big swing there, doesn't do enough. And Chaussee in transition makes good on the second chance.
Man, there was a hit near the referee that Chaussee had that I have no idea how that got around the pin and over the net. What a wacky angle it was, but Chaussee was able to do it and get to the kill eventually.
And she's raised her game even higher in this fourth set. A must-win set for Grand Rapids. Claire with the dig, and nobody talked.
That's got to be frustrating for a coach to see a point like that, where you have just a couple of players looking at each other and the ball just falling harmlessly.
It was between Abbott, and I didn't quite catch who the second player was, but this time Sponsel takes charge, and Abbott makes amends.
Yeah, I believe the second player was Chaussee on that miscommunication before, and then, like you just said, Simone Abbott makes it like it never even happened.
Rise trying to stay in touch in set 4. This is about the time in sets 2 and 3 that the Mojo ran away with it. What an excellent up there by Alyssa Jensen. Free ball chance. Vanderweide. And a point to San Diego as we await a signal here. Didn't get one from our up referee. Perhaps Grand Rapids in the net. Didn't see a signal. This look might tell us.
Net touch.
Yes, Simone Abbott with that elbow. Back to a 2-point set. We welcome in those of you who were out in Vegas watching the Atlanta Vibe win another close match on the road. Very competitive third set in that sweep, but Atlanta moves to 6-3 on the season. They've now won 2 in a row. Jake Herman, Dan Doherty with you here in San Diego saying come on in for as long as this match lasts. And the Mojo hope that's not too much longer. They won sets 2 and 3 emphatically tonight after Grand Rapids took set 1. This fourth set has been the most competitive of the match so far.
It has been. And yeah, Grand Rapids definitely has woken up. And I mean, they've woken up against a Mojo team that is playing as good as we've seen all season long. So it's going to be competitive all the way through this fourth set.
Remember, San Diego won the first matchup. It was their only win of the season so far. The Mojo at 1-5 had a very rocky start to their season. They were 0-3, looking for that identity. They've been a lot more competitive in the 3 matches since. This their 4th of a 5-match homestand. Chaussee, another big swing from the back row, but that time Hannah Tapp was there. Quickly from the middle, Maren Grote terminates.
Yeah, while the Mojo have been able to receive these big attacks, it's just been throwing them out of system a bit, and the block hasn't been as effective as it was in sets 2 and 3.
Yeah, the Mojo were having a block party there for a little bit in this match. A total of 9 blocks in those second and third sets as the pass ends up being played over the net by Tomcott. Or check that, played over the net by Grand Rapids. It's point Mojo. They reached over to San Diego's side, right there.
Yeah, they disrupted the setter. That's going to be a point for the Mojo.
Evans got that set off and found her target, Chaussee. And if you joined us late from that Vegas match, another great night for Air Claire. She's got 17 kills, hitting 31%. Loberg powers one through right in the seam.
Love what Grace Loberg's brought to the table.
Didn't start this match, but has played since late in the first set. The best night as a member of the San Diego Mojo for her. And the Rise get back within 1. Can they make a run to steal this fourth set from right out under San Diego? Mojo jumped on top 10-6 in this set. The Rise haven't been able to tie it up, but they could right here. Thomas Ilara has other plans. A back row bullet for the kill.
Man, it's all coming through the middle. Yeah, that's been the Mojo specialty on the offense, is setting up those middles once in a while to show Grand Rapids we got this going on tonight.
Chaussee, body blow, absorbed by Loberg. Vanderweide, chased down by Abbott. What a pass on the play from Evans. Steered right into Chaussee's wheelhouse.
And a great approach by Claire Chaussee. She hesitated, she timed it wisely, and waited for the perfect time to jump for that ball.
Claire has no doubt kept the Rise afloat in this fourth set as well. Vanderweide through 4 hands, fearless.
You like when the block goes straight down, but not when it stays on your side of the net. Vanderweide has been outstanding.
Rearing back and delivering a heavy ball. Short serve there from Nutsara. Dimitrova. 21-20. 18 kills in this one for Emilia Dimitrova. That matches her season average. As a serving sub comes in, Camila Gomez, the fourth-year pro from Colombia.
Had a service error last time she came in.
This one gets over to Loberg and causes some trouble. Evans picks out Abbott, but Vanegas was there. The block by Maren Grote. And after fighting all set long, the Rise have tied it up at 21.
Wow. Just feels like you got to get it done here if you're San Diego. You don't want to let this Grand Rapids team get a fifth set.
Service error for the Rise. They've cut down on those since set number 2. But that one was untimely. Lindsay van der Weide with a couple of aces to her name tonight. Attacks Abbott. Chance in transition. Thomas Ilara set back. Simone Abbott has shown up in the fourth set.
Solo block there too. Went up and challenged Thomas Ilara.
Big couple of serves coming up for Emilia Dimitrova. The leader and the most reliable force for this Rise team as the wet spot conveniently found right before the serve, but of course van der Weide noticed something on that last point. Didn't want one of her teammates to slip. Will it phase Dimitrova? Loberg, kept up by Chaussee. Abbott with the tip shot. The Rise lead for the first time in the fourth set, and the Mojo spend a timeout. 23-22, Grand Rapids in a must-win situation in set 4.
It's the high performance moment of the week, brought to you by Ren Athletics.
14-12. Sydney Hilly. Maddox pulls the setter off. Right side swing. We're done. Match point. Las Vegas takes their inaugural match and starts at 1-0.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Dimitrova on serve. Rise lead by 1 as it trickles through to Shara Vanega. And a block. Maren Grote on the spot. And how quickly things have changed. The Rise with 2 set points. Tomcom. And another stuff block. The Rise find their game in the dying moments of set 4. They win the final 4 points and stuff their way into set 5 in San Diego.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us.
The high performance moment of the week, brought to you by Ren Athletics.
14-12. Sydney Hilly. Maddox pulls the setter off. Right side swing. We're done. Next point, Las Vegas. Takes their inaugural match and starts at 1-0.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Composure, and this kid has it. Reagan Cooper having a night tonight for the Fury.
If I can match that, Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line. Right into the block. Who else? Reagan Cooper. Back to Reagan Cooper. And now 6.5 point coming up here for the Columbus Fury.
Well, what a match this has turned out to be at Viejas Arena in San Diego tonight. The Rise trailed throughout the balance of set number 4, but scored 5 of the final 6 points, and they forced their second 5th set match of the season. They're 1-0 on such nights. The Mojo are 0-1. They lost a 5-setter to Vegas just a few nights ago.
Yeah, and that play right there is what was missing at the end of the 4th set. They tried to go to Thomas Ilara a couple of times, but Simone Abbott read it both times like a book.
Abbott with back-to-back stuff blocks there towards the end of the set. And it's Hannah Tapp's turn to give San Diego a block and a lead. She has been a force at net throughout this homestand. 5 blocks tonight. That's her 2nd match in a row doing that.
Man, I've loved Hannah Tapp's game tonight. She's been outstanding.
Evans picks out Dimitrova, and Loberg does enough. Thomas Ilara got a touch. What a point that might turn out to be.
Wow, and this is a textbook start.
Crafty play at the right side by Temi Thomas Ilara, who spent a lot of this season at the left pin for San Diego. Coach Anif Park making a change tonight. Did that block stay in? No. 3-1. No dice there for Tapp.
If this kind of start is exactly what San Diego needed after dropping the end of that 4th set. I mean, the only point going to Grand Rapids so far being a block error, San Diego's looking good.
Little bit out of sorts there, but Shara Vanega comes to the rescue. Thomas Ilara hits the back line. It doesn't matter where she is in the rotation, she's scoring tonight for San Diego.
Yeah, she has been an absolute threat in this one. Great find by Tomcom.
What a night for Nutsara as well. Evans with a great delivery. And climbing the ladder to kill the ball was Alyssa Jensen. 43 assists in this match for Tomcom. Evans has 39. Mac Pedraza chipped in 13 off the bench for GR. As that one sails long, it's 5-2.
Nothing feels worse than a service error in the 5th set. Because it's this, we've seen how quickly momentum could swing in this match.
Grand Rapids has been a tale of close matches in recent days. Dimitrova staples one down. It's 5-3. The Rise, despite being 3-3, as that one barely clipped the back line, despite being 3-3, they're actually plus 25 in points over their opponents. It's the close sets that have haunted them in this opening third of the season. A chance to flip that script here tonight in San Diego. Dimitrova dug up by Vanderweide. Here's Loberg. Sponsel there with the lunge. Sharavanega passes to Tomcom. Here's Lindsay Vanderweide as GR scrambles. Whistle here with Grand Rapids in the net. Anticlimactic end to a great rally.
Yeah, I mean, both these offenses are clicking right now. That's the big thing in this 5th set. It's just going to be whoever can will their way to the 15 points here.
Set or dump from Evans, read by Thomas Ilara. Loberg changes pace. Dimitrova dives to get there. San Diego wanted a throw called there. Instead, it's Grote pancaked up by Sharavanega. No challenge from Coach Anif Park. Loberg wants a swing. Off high hands and rescued by Claire Chaussee. In traffic with Dimitrova. Transition, Stone, slide, success.
That was being set up by the time the pass was being hit. Veronica Stone and Nutsara Tomcom were already getting that done. And one thing that got overlooked during that long point, Temi Thomas-Alara went away from the jump serve there and got it clean.
We mentioned the aces, and Thomas Ilara does have one here tonight, but perhaps going for something a little different. She does have 3 service errors tonight. None there. Thomas Ilara, the pass. Vanderweide. What a heavy hit from the back row. 8-3 San Diego to start the 5th set as Mac Pedraza comes back on to replace Ashley Evans, the second setter switch of the night for the Rise. Morgan Fingal comes back in as well. She's now at the left pin.
Yeah, desperation time for Kathy George.
Who can spark the Rise back in this 5th set before it gets too late? Short serve, read by Sponsel. Fingal lifts it back over towards Sharavanega. Temi can't terminate there. Chaussee, you bet. Another pipe set for Claire, and she has lived at that spot tonight.
What an absolute bright spot Claire Chaussee has been for Grand Rapids in this one. Looking like she was expected to look the first time these two teams met.
21 kills, that matches Claire's season high. Stone does enough. 9-4, San Diego by 5.
I don't think there's a play I like more than Veronica Stone's slide. Maybe Claire Chaussee from the back row. I think those are the 2 plays that have been my favorite to watch in this match tonight.
Dan, I can't dispute those picks. That and the digs we've seen from Sponsel and Sharavanega.
Yeah.
It's been a well-played match by both sides, but rarely tonight have both teams played well at the same time. We saw that during the 4th set. Grand Rapids able to get the run they needed at the end. But they need to find their game again in a hurry here. Nutsara back to that slide. That time Pedraza was there. Nothing doing there for Fingal. Vanderweide forces an over dig, and Thomas Ilara had to rush. Dumped over by Jensen. Here's Lindsay again. Read by Pedraza. Grote with the pass. and Chaussee gets blocked, covered by Fingal, and finished by van der Weide. The Rise are asking the right questions, Dan, but the Mojo have the answers.
What a point, what a point. Outstanding effort by Fingal, but that set up van der Weide for a highlight reel stuff.
The Rise waited and then decided to call a timeout. It's San Diego on top 10-5 in set 5 at Viejas Arena.
Perez told us it's about winning the small battles. I know this would be a big battle to win for him and the Fury tonight. Asia O'Neal, Columbus, first-time winner in their home debut. Welcome home, Columbus Fury.
We talk about competitive composure, and this kid has it. Reagan Cooper having a night tonight for the Fury.
If I can match that, Reagan Cooper slams it home on the back line. Right into the block. Who else? Reagan Cooper. Back to Reagan Cooper.
Veronica Stone tries to move the Mojo closer to their second win of the season. Their record is 1-5. That win came against Grand Rapids here 10 days ago. Rise looking to rescue this set. Chaussee popped up by the substitute Nomaris Velez. Puerto Rican national teamer in the back row. Claire again. That time it's down.
Man, Claire Chaussee, right now she's kind of the only option for Grand Rapids. That's kind of the only downside to the Rise's game right now, is they have to keep going to Claire Chaussee. And I mean, fortunately for Grand Rapids, San Diego has not answered.
Doesn't seem like a bad idea when she's hitting 33% with a season high 23 kills. But we'll see how this fifth set develops. Oh, what a pass there. There's that Tom-Com tap connection. Speaking of high percentage hitters, Hannah Tapp, 7 kills, 10 swings.
Wow. Hannah Tapp has been outstanding in the middle. Just a great night for her.
Maybe one of her best in a Mojo uniform. 11-6 now. Dimitrova, line shot, and Nomaris Velez. Great effort, couldn't get there.
Well, a lot of great efforts tonight for Velez and Venegas in this one. I mean, that's what they specialize in. They really bring the energy to the team.
Both on the court and in practice, those two have helped this team lean into that gritty defensive identity. More trouble in the passing game for Grand Rapids, and the Mojo started to sense it, up 12-7. Remember, they led for most of set 4, and the Rise found their game late to send this to a decider after being dominated for the better part of 45 minutes. But the Mojo seemed to have recovered and built a 12-7 lead. Dimitrova pushed and dug up by van der Weide. Sponsel a pass to Evans, but a miscommunication. Errors mounting for Grand Rapids. It's 13-7.
I love the differences in setter dumps between Evans and Nutsara Tom-Com. We saw Tom-Com's there. She loves to push it towards the back row and try to find the back corner on hers. And Ashley Evans just throws it down with authority. It's a cool difference between those two setters.
Two setters extremely unique in style. What do they share? Effectiveness. Tom-Com and Evans, the top two in terms of assists per set in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Nutsara with 48 assists tonight. Evans has dished out 41 and added 2 setter dump kills. Serving sub, and Shannon Scully, the Huntington Beach native and the beach volleyball national champion at USC, back in her home state and trying to make an impact. Loberg, off high hands. Evans, Chaussee, dug up again. Lindsay van der Weide is everywhere. Dimitrova cuts an angle over to Thomas Ilara, who slips on the play. Temi gets back up. Chance for Grand Rapids with Abbott. Pushed back on one by Marin Grote. And Loberg gives San Diego match point. Dan, the long points tonight, they've all gone San Diego's way.
It just seems like everyone on San Diego is having their night. I mean, Grace Loberg's having her best night. Hannah Tapp is having one of her best nights. Monica Stone is incredible again. Temi Thomas Ilara also outstanding in this match. Everything's coming together for San Diego in this one tonight.
This for their second win as a franchise. Great dig by Tomcom. Loberg in a joust, and Dimitrova denies that one.
Yeah, funky happening there for San Diego as Thomas Ilara had to do the set that time, and that's not her game.
5 more chances for the Mojo to make it 2 for 2 over Grand Rapids. Loberg. San Diego knocks off Grand Rapids in 5 sets. Their second win of the season, both over the Rise. And a sign of progress for this San Diego team as they turn around this homestand in a big way here tonight.
And a fitting end to Grace Loberg having her best night of the season, gets put in the second set and just delivers. No Morgan Lewis tonight for San Diego, and she's been one of their best players all season long. So you gotta have someone step up, and that was Grace Loberg in this one. She was incredible. Thomas Ilara was incredible. I just went through the list. Lindsay Vanderweide, did not mention her in the list I gave before in the 5th set, but she had one of her best nights too, if not her best of the season as well.
Yeah, double-double for Lindsay, 13 kills, 15 digs. Her defense was outstanding down the stretch in this one, and the Mojo had 5 different players record at least 8 kills in this win. Lots to build on for San Diego. They are 2-5 for Grand Rapids. It's time to reset. They've lost 3 in a row, 3 and 4, and they get Columbus back at Van Andel Arena on Saturday. It's gonna be a long few days without pro volleyball, Dan. The league taking a little break as we catch our breath this week. Plenty of more action to come. The season is just getting started, and the Mojo are just starting to find their stride as a team. For Dan Doherty and our entire Pro Volleyball Federation crew, I'm Jake Herman saying thanks for joining us from Viejas Arena in San Diego.